If you've had problems sewing faux fur before, or if you've never even tried because you're afraid of it, this video is for you. I'm full of hairs already and I haven't sewn anything. Faux fur is not just for carnival. You can make really cool things with it. You can make waistcoats, jackets, neck warmers, really nice stuff that is not only warm, but really cool and fancy. So don't be afraid of it. It looks difficult just because of the bulkiness of it, but it's not difficult at all. Of course, I'm going to leave you in the description box down below a list with all the furry stuff I've made. I've made this waistcoat, another one, a neck warmer, which is really nice, and of course my son's costume and a dressing gown I made him. I'm not sure if it was fur really, but it felt like it, and when I cut it, it was definitely like it. So I leave you everything so you can have a look. Well, there are different kinds of faux fur, of course. One is the short hair one and then the long hair. And one thing we have to take into account before starting our project is the direction of the hair, because you don't want your project to be upside down with the fur going up like that. It will look terrible, especially if it's a long hair, because it's going to look like you're doing, I don't know, gymnastics. And once you have your direction clear and you're going to place your pattern, many people agree to place it on the wrong side of the fabric. I don't really like this because I don't see what I'm working with. Some people say that it's because you can see the hair better and how to cut it, but you don't really, because you cut it from the front and you can even get your hairs apart and make a partition so you can cut in there. Anyways, these bad cuts are only going to see on the bottom, on the hems, not on the side seams or shoulder areas. That's going to work just fine. So don't get stressed out about those. And once you finish cutting all your patterns and swallowing lots of hair, because this is like, I mean, it looks like you've killed something in a blender. It's terrible. And one thing, be careful, because not only this flies away even with your footsteps, it's really slippery. So if you step on it, you can break your neck in a minute. So just be careful when you use it. Try to put it to the side or try to sweep so you don't end up having an accident while sewing this. So you get to the sewing machine and you think this is going to be quite difficult, but it's not. You just need a long stitch and your polyester thread. And one thing that really helps me is this presser foot with the plastic thing on top, because not only you see better, it's for embroidery and things like that, it's just so you can see better, but it avoids the hair going in the sewing machine or getting tangled in the presser foot little pieces. So it just flattens it so you can sew it better. Anyways, you're going to sew on the wrong side for a few minutes, so it's not that big of a deal, but when you sew on the right side, it really makes the difference. And it's also really good for ship-like material, really good. And you're going to use a middle tension. I spend my life in the middle tension, right in the middle at 4, because unless I sew something really thick or something really thin, I don't change it, because it's just the right amount of tension. And 90 or even 100 needle, depending on the thickness of your fabric, but try in a little piece, in a little scrap first. And one little tip to avoid bulky seams or seams that look very artificial is to take the hairs out of the seam. I did it with the Sasquatch costume, and it is just like that. So it looks organic and it looks real. You need the hair on top of the seam. If you have it in there, it looks just fake. It looks too artificial. So with a needle, I have this big one. With a needle, you're going to take the hairs out of the seam so it looks more real. It really makes a difference. Not only it makes the seams less bulky, it just makes it nicer. And one thing that is really advisable is to line your waistcoats or jackets. I didn't line the costume, of course, because it's just a costume, but you can see how the inside looks. It's just the fabric, and this for a costume is okay, but for an everyday garment is not comfortable. It might be itchy, and you can see the seams as well. So that's just that. It's much better to line it so it's perfect. And then if your seams are a bit bulky, you can cut them a little bit, trim them a little bit, and especially in the corners or in the curve areas like the armholes or the necklines, try to make little cuts so your seams settle down nicely. So the common mistakes when you sew faux fur are the ones we've seen: sewing it upside down, not respecting the flow of the hair and the direction. That is basic because it's going to look horrible. Anyways, it's just you might as well just throw it if you cut it upside down. There's no way back from that. Another basic thing is your tension and your needle. In any project, it doesn't matter what you're sewing. If you choose the wrong needle or the wrong tension, it's going to end up in a mess, and you're going to hate that fabric in particular you had problems with, because you're going to think it's the fabric, and it's probably not. It's probably what you did wrong with the machine. And of course, the third mistake is not cleaning afterwards. And I don't mean the sewing room, which is a mess, it's just terrible. The sewing machine, it doesn't mean that you're going to find a bunch of hair in there, but all these little fibers get in anywhere, and in your lungs as well, probably. But you need to clean it so it doesn't get stuck with stuff and run properly. Just clean it. So don't be afraid of trying yourself something with faux fur. It's really nice, it's versatile, it's cool, and you can make really nice projects with it. I'm sure now after Carnival I can get nice remnants in the remnant box in my fabric store. I have to go and have a look. And don't forget to subscribe, to leave a comment, a tip, something you do if you are used to sewing this, and share it with someone, because it's a nice community we're forming here, so it deserves sharing. And I'll see you around. Bye.